If hard work led to success, the donkey would have owned the farm. He wakes before sunrise, carries loads heavier than his own body, walks miles without rest, eats the least, and still gets the whip. He never complains, he never stops, he never quits. Yet he owns nothing. He carries the master's burden, but never sits in the master's chair. He tills the ground, but never eats from the table he helped set. So tell me, if hard work alone was the secret to success, why isn't the donkey the master? Because hard work alone is not enough. They told us, work hard and you'll succeed. But no one said, work smart, work with wisdom, work with purpose. Hard work builds strength, but wisdom builds empires. Hard work makes you sweat, but direction makes you succeed. You can run 1,000 miles in the wrong direction, and all you'll get is further away. The donkey runs every day, but ends where he started. He's busy, but not productive. And that's how many of us live, running, rushing, grinding, but not really arriving. We live in a world that praises the hustle, grind harder, sleep later, move faster. But what if the grind is the trap? What if the goal isn't to work harder, but to work wiser? The world doesn't reward effort, it rewards impact. The world doesn't celebrate sweat, it celebrates results. So maybe it's not about how hard you work, but how strategic you are. Because if you're climbing the wrong ladder, speed won't help. It'll just get you to the wrong wall faster. There's an old story about a farmer and his donkey. Every morning, the donkey worked from dawn till dusk. He plowed the fields, carried the harvest, and obeyed every command. But every night, the farmer sat by the fire, counting coins, sipping wine, and planning tomorrow. The donkey did the work, but the farmer did the thinking. That's the difference. One used strength, the other used sense. The donkey never asked why, but the farmer always did, and that's why he owned the farm. Some people work in the system, others work on the system, and those who work on it, those are the ones who win. So balance, not burnout. Hard work is noble, but blind work is dangerous. If effort alone was enough, every laborer would be a millionaire. It's not just about working hard, it's about working right. Work with purpose, work with direction, work with strategy. Don't just move, progress. Don't just sweat, build. Don't just run, arrive. Your time is precious. Your energy is sacred. Don't waste it proving how strong you are when you could use it to prove how wise you can become. Look around. The lion doesn't work harder than the donkey, but he rules the jungle. Why? Because he knows who he is. He acts from identity, not insecurity. Some of you are trying to earn your worth through exhaustion, but your worth doesn't come from how much you do. It comes from who you are. You are not made to be a worker forever. You are made to be a creator. Don't let people praise your pain and ignore your purpose. They'll cheer for your struggle, but they won't help you rest. So stop just surviving. Start strategizing. You weren't born to carry the load. You were born to own the land, to plan, to build, to create. You deserve to rest. You deserve to think. You deserve to own. The difference between survival and success is not in your strength, it's in your understanding. If all your life is work and no reward, that's not discipline, that's slavery. You're not lazy for wanting rest, you're wise for wanting peace, because peace is power. Sometimes you need to stop, not because you're tired, but because you're thinking. The world calls it laziness, but winners call it strategy. The pause is where vision grows, where dreams are born, where direction is found. Even the earth rests between seasons. Even God rested on the seventh day. So why shouldn't you? The donkey never pauses. That's why he never changes. But the farmer does. He pauses, he plans, he prospers. Maybe hard work isn't about exhaustion. Maybe it's about focus. Maybe it's about knowing when to sow and when to rest the soil. Because even the ground knows, too much labor destroys fertility. And even purpose needs peace to grow. Hard work opens doors. Wisdom builds houses. Hard work wins applause. Wisdom wins freedom. And freedom? That's the real goal. Not applause, not validation. Freedom. Freedom to rest, to think, to choose, to live without always running. So maybe today is the day you stop being the donkey. Stop carrying what's not yours. Stop working endlessly for people who don't see your worth. Start thinking. Start dreaming. Start building something with your name on it. You've worked hard enough for others. Now it's time to work wisely for yourself. Because if hard work led to success, the donkey would have owned the farm. But he didn't. And now you know why.